Hello and welcome in Capricorn Collective. It is Laura and we are going to get you a message for this powerful full moon eclipse in Virgo this Friday. We've got a South Node eclipse, and so this is going to bring in some sort of karmic release. There could be unnecessary endings. Eclipses are fated, so whatever is falling away, it is making space for something greater, something new. So trust that this is aligning with the energy of the Fool. So where are you being called to take a leap of faith, Capricorn? But before you can step into this new beginning, what is it that you need to release? Maybe it's deceit. Either way, I feel this eclipse is aligning you to your highest path. So let's dive into this oracle message and let's talk about this card. What I feel here is you are probably dealing with somebody that has some hidden tactics here. Are you dealing with the master manipulator? That's kind of what it feels like. They're showing me the magician card in reversed in my third eye. It's a 25 card, and so there's some truth coming out about this Knight of Wands energy. So I don't know if you're in a cycle with somebody and it coming hot and heavy with a lot of passion, but the Knight of Wands doesn't really have long-term staying power here, and so there's a warning. There's some sort of deception here going on in and around you, whether you are deceiving yourself. But we've got a person here that appears to be hiding behind a curtain, and the curtain's about to be opened. And so you got to be honest with yourself. I do feel a very aggressive energy. Somebody here has their defenses up, and I do think this is regarding a person that you are dealing with. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody that likes to spread rumors. Certainly, I hope you're not the one spreading rumors or disrespecting somebody. If that's the case, then I highly suggest don't do that. But I do feel there's details here that have been ignored. I don't know if you're dealing with somebody that is hiding something behind your back, but there's a man on the card, and it's like he's holding something in his hand. Something that looks to appear of value. So I don't know if you need to watch your money. Watch your money. Maybe somebody is going to taint your good name, or maybe you're the one tainting somebody's good name. I don't know. Swap around the characters, but I don't think you have all of the information that you need. You got to make sure that you are keeping things on the up and up when it comes to being honest. But I think somebody here could be after your financial security, and there's so many deeper layers I feel to this. So are you lying to yourself about a person that you're dealing with? Are you deceiving yourself about the trustworthiness of this person that you could be connected to? Because it's almost like this person is holding something over your head, like dangling something over your head. And maybe this has really affected your self-esteem. I don't know if this is about your personal life, your business life, your romantic life, but I feel there's a hard-earned lesson here, and there is an energy around you that is shrouded in deceit. So get ready to walk through a new doorway. There's going to be a new doorway opportunity here, and you are being called to walk through it. I do think there's like emotional immaturity here. You're dealing with somebody that is emotionally immature, and it doesn't matter how old they are. You could be dealing with somebody pushing 50, and they could be emotionally immature. But I feel you are encouraged to walk through a new doorway, to walk through the doorway of a new experience. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot message, Capricorn, and let's see what this eclipse is activating for you. What does Spirit want you to know at this time? We get the Page of Pentacles come flying out in reverse. So I just heard, no staying power, false start, poor investment energy. What is this Page of Pentacles and reversed about? And so I do think there's like a swirling energy. There could be an argument here. There's a need, I think, to get in the driver's seat and go in a new direction. What else does Capricorn need to know about this deceitful energy? I don't know. Somebody here, I think, doesn't know how to communicate. And then we get that Four of Cups in reverse. So we got some pretty heavy energy. The eights are all about strength, right? The eights is like unforeseen, maybe divine communication coming in. In the bottom of the deck, we get the Hermit. You are really being called to go within and reflect, right? Shine that light within. Maybe you're going through a process of re-identification of self. We get the Hermit reverse on the bottom of the deck. We get the Two of Wands. And so you are at a major pivot point. You're at a major crossroads here. And this is connected to a new beginning. But I do think you are angry. You're upset. I felt the Queen of Wands energy here with the adjacent possibilities, and there she is in reversed. I think as this truth comes to light, you are angry. Maybe you've been trying to force somebody to grow up. There's that Knight of Wands, but we can't force somebody to be what they're not meant to be, right? We can't force somebody to grow up and suit our needs or our illusions of a situation. And then we're going to stop there with the Three of Swords. Well, I can't stop there because we got that Six of Pentacles in reverse. And so there's a lack of balance here in a connection. There is definitely somebody here either after your stability, possibly after your money. And I do think it's time to withdraw from a very poor investment here. Capricorn, I feel Spirit is warning you. They are warning you of some type of financial manipulation here. I really feel maybe you are afraid to walk away. You're afraid that maybe this will be a missed opportunity. There's some type of financial irresponsibility here. Whether you're dealing with somebody that isn't being honest about their intentions or it's you. This to me is saying, hey, bad investment here. You made a poor investment. You could be dealing with somebody that made some false promises here. Someone lacking real follow through, right? And so somebody here knows how to talk a good game, but their actions do not match their words. And I think things are moving fast. I think maybe even too fast. I do feel like this person come in and they rushed into it. They wanted things to move fast so they could kind of deceive you, right? And that's usually what happens when somebody goes into a new connection and they rush into it and you move in with somebody right away. It's because they've got something to hide and they don't want you to see who they are until after they've got you where they want you, right? And so I think maybe somebody pressured you to move in before you were ready or before you had time to think things through. And now I think you're finally waking up to what it is that you've ignored, right? I think you're finally waking up like, hey, this person isn't good for me. It's not as good as it seemed. Maybe you're seeing the warning signs, the red flags about somebody being deceitful, connected to money and resources. So I don't know if you're dealing with a scammer or a manipulator, somebody out for financial gains that does not actually have genuine intentions. I don't see any cups in these cards. There is no love in these cards at all whatsoever. There's actually heartbreak. There's heartbreak. There's pain. I feel a painful separation here. And so where do you need to pause and reassess this situation very clearly, right? That's what these cards are asking you to do. Reassess the situation. Take a step back and reflect. I do feel you are at a major crossroads here. You are dealing with somebody that chases opportunities. They chase opportunities. They don't actually want to be in a committed relationship. And so I do feel this is a warning of dealing with somebody that is materially greedy. There's some type of emotional or financial betrayal here. And I got to say, there's an imbalance when it comes to equal giving and receiving. You've got somebody that takes more than they ever give back to you in return. And they manipulate your generosity. I think you're engaging in some type of financial deceit with somebody, and you're doing this to avoid some type of heartbreak. There's likely going to be a very painful realization around the eclipse. And you don't want to be pressured into making any financial decision here. I do think you can maybe be dealing with somebody that is overly charming. And I feel sacred rage. I feel there is anger here. It's almost like you're realizing that you've been bamboozled into the ultimate betrayal. And so are you constantly giving to somebody and you're not getting anything back in return? Because if you're dealing with somebody whose actions don't match their words, you really need to take a step back, because I do feel this eclipse is forcing some type of clarity, and it's going to be very uncomfortable, but I think it's going to be necessary. I really think you need to discern the details here. If something feels off, you got to trust that feeling. Trust that gut feeling, Capricorn, and don't rush any decisions. If somebody is trying to rush a decision, stop, because I don't think you're feeling passionate about this like you once have. It really is an energy, I feel, of taking back your power, maybe cutting a cord here with somebody that takes more than they ever give to you. And this basically, I feel, is your chance to walk away. But I do think there could be an emotional loss. There's definitely going to be an emotional loss. There could be a financial loss. So I think you got to trust what is being revealed here. And I think you got to be ready to walk away before you lose it all. So ask yourself, under this eclipse energy, what is my intuition telling me? I think you really got to ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me? Because you've got an opportunity to go down a new path. And I think you've held on to love for this person, but they don't give to you. They don't appreciate you. I feel some type of toxic trauma bond here. And I do feel they are depleting your resources. And I think there's a lot of anxiety about this truth coming to light. Something here that I think you've avoided, and maybe you've avoided this for the last couple of years, but it's kind of time to get yourself unstuck. And that's what I've got for you, Capricorn.